Hi, Alan SoCal, and I'm reviewing something, and I say this so often, something I use daily. That would be a panel light, and more specifically a panel with barn door elements here. You've got 4 of these. So this turns out it's the GVM 880RS, somewhat unique in a prosumer studio light, in that this is a 60-watt panel barn door because of these plastic shutters, and that is stronger than any of the other barn doors that I have. The ones that I do have and the ones that I've been using, like that one small compact barn door right up there, they're typically, and in fact I wrote down what I've got. I have a 50 watt, a 45 watt, and a 24 watt, which is this little compact one right up here, which I'm using just to help illuminate my face. I apologize for that, but that's what it's doing. So the GVM 880RS, in what I've been reviewing over the last year, it sort of comes out like a winner in a couple of ways. Number one, price. At this time, at the time of the review, there is a $40 discount coupon, and if I apply that to the $290, this set is now $250, and it's a very impressive set. The light heads are what it's all about. So we're going to take a look at the light heads, and I'll tell you what features really caught my attention. Okay, these are features that I appreciate in any lighting equipment. In fact, in any equipment. This particular light head, metal construction, lots of metal. The only place you're not going to find metal noticeably not see it is in the barn door panels here. These are a plastic, but I've been playing with the plastic and it seems very durable. Another thing that you'll notice, this is the diffuser, and the diffuser is removable. Well, that's not a bad thing, because you might want to do more diffusing. You'll notice that this is basically translucent with a matte finish. If you want to go bare bones, bare LED, you can certainly just slide this, wet my fingertips a bit, you can slide it out of the way. And in fact, I'll take this out right now so you can see the bead assembly. You can insert other diffusers. I would say you could insert color filters, but that wouldn't be as necessary possibly, because you've got RGB, variable RGB color. However, I'm wondering if you were to set this at daylight 5600 in its correlated color temperature mode, where you can go from tungsten 3200, approximate tungsten yellow, to a full blue light daylight at 5600. If you went up to 5600 and put a color filter in here and crank this up to its full power of 60 watts, you might have a stronger RGB type color effect. One of the ways that I can compare panel lights is by the number of LEDs, of course the quality too, but let's presume quality is at a reasonable equal level. This particular light is boasting 256 white. That would be your blue light at the top of the Kelvin spectrum for this thing, 5600, and then 256 yellow, which is down at the 3200 Kelvin, which again, to me, I call it tungsten light. And then they've got 240 RGB LEDs to give you your full 360-degree spectrum of RGB color. This head has got more in it than two other notable systems that I have. Also kits that I've reviewed and I use them. They're barn door panels, but they're rated, this one is the 50 watt and the 45 watt. And quite honestly, the price for this system right now, although it doesn't come with batteries or a charger, but here's a $250 right now with coupon winner in the size means a lot category. But the other feature I like about this light set and about GVM in general, this came in a beautiful little satchel. Of course, it's a set, so I've got another head in the case, which is a nice case. But they've marked their name here, they've got it here, and when I turn the light around on the back side, I know that this is my GVM light head. That's important to me because actually I was checking out the light head up here, this compact barn door, which I just reviewed. Nowhere did it have the manufacturer's name, let alone the vendor's name. So it doesn't seem important to a lot of people, but at a distance, when I've got like 8 or 9 light heads floating around, when I see the GVM mark and I can see the back of the light and the general size, it helps me zone in on which light or the light that I was looking for. Sometimes I'll take one light out of the set for a project, and then I've got to put it back in its case or whatever container I've got. The metal construction, they just do a really good job. Like it a lot. I like the LED count. That's important. That's a quick way to decide whether the light, whether you're actually getting what you're paying for. I made some other notes here. One of the things I did remember because it stood out, this is one of those few lights where I can turn the intensity down to 1% out of 100, and that's 1%. Now granted, we've got a lot of light going on here right now. There are no detents. You'll have some detent feel in the dial, but as you turn the brightness up or down, what's going to happen is the dial, once it maxes out at 0 or 100%, it just keeps turning. So there is no stop. It's just a continuous rotation. And I'm sure you're aware this has got 8 different scenes. I don't use those much, but they're there. And of course it's got the RGB function. And it's got, of course, the correlated color temperature function, balancing your yellow beads with your daylight blue-white beads, and that gives you your range, which to me is something I'm constantly dealing with, going from 3200 up to 5600. And for a portable unit like this that runs on batteries, by the way, and I'm using 2 NP-F series. I had a larger battery in here, and I think they were a little low. So I replaced the 970s that are charging. I have a battery station over there. I use a lot of NP-F stuff on all my lighting. I've quit using power supplies, especially in my small recording area here, less cabling. So I think these are 750s. Point being, battery, or you can use the power supplies that are given. You can set master and slave. You may have seen these operate. If you're using this as the master and you have another light as a slave, it'll follow the settings here. And you can also pick your channels to operate so you're not conflicting with other equipment. Something I will tell you, and I was very impressed, and maybe I'll summarize here because I could go on for quite a while, but I'm just going to tell you that I have to join a bunch of other people that have given this 5 stars on price alone and features, and primarily LED strength, number of beads, the quality of the light head. Right now, $250 is a very good price. So again, 5 stars for this panel light system. I think it's a good value at $250.